right, now it is time for the top 5 segment, man. And this week it is
Yes.
top 5 actors or actresses that we would love to see play villains. And man, oh man, there is a lot of different ones. It really made me think because a lot of actors have played villains, and you have to think about what nice people you feel like would be great in these roles and would be
Right?
like a kind of risk, I guess you could take, because I put some on there that I felt like it would kind of be a risk. Number 5 for me goes to Demi Lovato. I feel like she would be a great villain in the sense of she's been through so much shit and so much trauma that I feel like she would be able to dive deep in within herself to bring that out into a character. I feel like she would be perfect for a DC character because it is that darker tone. But I just feel like, she doesn't get enough credit as being an actress. She does. She is a really good actress,
She
honestly.
is.
But she just focuses a lot on her singing. But I really think she would be able to bring out that sort of like that. I don't know. I just feel like she would be able to portray a villain very well. So number 5 for me, Demi Lovato.
All right. Well, there you go. My number 5 is another one that you think, no way. This is the most charming woman. She's always amazing. She's either in peril and getting saved, or she's the hero and never, in need of ever hurting anybody. I'm of course talking about Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Mary Poppins. Like, I mean, how can Emily Blunt is like the kindest person. You think about like all these movies that she's been in, and like she's just like so nice, or in just like with Quiet, like a Quiet Place, she's in peril, and just like you want to just love her to death.
Exactly.
But I want to see her whoop some ass as like an evil genius bad guy.
For sure.
I want her to be like cutting people with knives and like just doing psychotic, just crazy shit. I think she would be epic. Come on. Any kind of like anybody with a British accent that starts to go nuts and get all terrifyingly like evil, I'm all in.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Emily Blunt should do it. And she should do it to Krasinski.
Oh, God.
They should be in a movie together, as they always are. And she should just be a sadistic, crazy psychopath villain who terrorizes Krasinski.
That's hilarious. I think it'd be good.
Call me.
We can make it happen. Make it happen. Oh my goodness. Well, number 4 for me, this is inspired by a movie I just watched the other night, which was Wedding Crashers. And Bradley Cooper plays the douchebag boyfriend who the love interest, doesn't really want to be with. So I feel like he would be a really good bad guy. I mean, he has played good guys before in films. And I mean, if you go back to like Silver Linings Playbook, where you see him in his fits of rage when he's playing a bipolar person, I feel like he can channel that type of energy. So I feel like that would be a really interesting dynamic. And like I said, his character in Wedding Crashers was just a complete douchebag. So I feel like he would be able to channel that very freaking industry. So that's why I wanted to put him on my list. Number 4, Bradley Cooper.
Oh, without doubt. I think that's an excellent choice. My number 4, and I want to make sure I get this movie's title right.
Oh, yeah?
I'm awful at titles.
Yeah.
But,
was it one that came out recently?
No, it's not one that came out recently.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, he's resorting to the Bible, which is IMDb.
Yes. Okay. I've got it. I know it. My number 4 is the ultimate good guy that everybody loves, but I totally want to see him scare me. I totally want to see him terrify me, and horrifically so. I am talking about Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman. He's always the good guy. He's always the hero. He's always the guy that's saving people or just distraught and trying to just get through, the everyday man kind of like hero type thing. But I want to see him. And I'm not talking about Logan, Wolverine, Rage. I'm talking about like a psychopath killer, like somebody who's just creepy, scary, terrifying. Keep them away from me forever. I'm going to be nightmares from. I want to see Hugh Jackman pull that off. I think he totally can. The closest I think he's come is Prisoners with Paul Dano and Jake Gyllenhaal. And it was, you saw his rage a little bit there as a parent that's trying to find his kidnapped kid. But rage of a parent is different than psychotic killer. Yeah. Right. I want to see Jackman just lose his shit and terrify people. I think he'd be awesome at it. He's such a phenomenal actor, and the range is everywhere. Like from The Greatest Showman to Logan and everything in between, this guy has got range. So you cannot tell me he cannot play a fucking scary psychotic killer. I want to see that. I want to see a terrifying, chill. Like we were talking about last week with the villains. That's the kind I want to see Jackman play. That methodical, calm, terrifying guy that he doesn't even have to speak and you're scared to fucking death. That's what I want to see Jackman pull off.
That's funny. I could see it.
Me too.
I think he would be really good. My number 3 goes to Timothy Chalamet. And you want to know why? Because I don't like Timothy Chalamet. And I feel like he could be a good bad guy that I could hate because I don't like him already. So, I mean, I feel like he has that sense of that aura around him, kind of like Johnny Depp does. Johnny Depp would have been a good one too. But yeah, I just feel like, something about his character and how he presents himself. I just feel like he would be a good bad guy. I think he's a bad guy already. So not really. I think he's probably a good person, whatever the fuck. He looks just a little privileged. But yeah, so number 3 for me to Timothy Chalamet.
I think we should use this on Everything's Okay podcast and dive deeper into it. Is this a hidden resentment because you were such a fan of Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka, and now your direct hatred towards the 2 men who have now also played Wonka? There's a deep agenda here. I don't know.
I really don't know what it is because I liked Beautiful Boy with him and Steve Carell. He's a good actor. I don't know, something about him. I don't know. I feel like he thinks he's the shit when he.
I feel like that's also with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
they both come across as very privileged individuals.
Oh yeah,
so maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
whatever.
My number 3, Anne Hathaway, Princess Diaries herself. Can she play a bad guy? I don't know. She's a sweetheart.
She did in 2 Witches, that HBO Max one that came out, but that was she was like an evil witch type character, but it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, so. And it was more. I pick her because it's not any kind of a bad guy that makes me laugh. It was more comedic. I wasn't scared of her. I wasn't terrified. Like, oh my God, this is somebody I never want to come across in real life. I thought it was comedic. I thought I want to see Anne Hathaway terrify me. I want to see let me just say this. I want all of my people on this list to end up on Ryan Murphy's Monster. I want to see them be terrifying serial killers who methodically kill people in ways that are too disturbing to talk about. That's what I want these people to do.
You're going like a complete horror aspect, and like I'm going, I don't know, just like actual like superhero villain.
Yeah, no, aspect. I'm going full on serial killer psychopath.
Yeah,
that's just, and who doesn't want to see the beautiful Anne Hathaway do that? I do.
Oh my goodness, that's so freaking funny. Number 2 for me is one that I think would be interesting. I think she has that sort of flair where she could. Allison Janney. I feel like Allison Janney could bring some sort of evil. Like, I guess I try to think about like Charlize Theron in Monster. I think Allison Janney could play that type of like intense serial killer, intense like. Just villain that is looking to get over on people. So that's why I think she would be a good one. Allison Janney.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lou.
Yeah.
She played a total badass, like a CIA operative. And she did some shady shit, but she thought she was doing it for the right reasons and trying to do the right thing. But she was like a total badass that you do not want to fuck with. Not in a villain way, but you can see. Yeah, I agree with you. There's that tendency there to where, could she be a serial killer? Fuck yeah, she could. She could. Allison Janney could be a serial killer. Some of those looks that she would shoot from the podium on West Wing. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
For sure.
She could kill you. She could kill you. I'm just saying. My number 2 is everybody's beloved favorite teenager back in the day. And from fucking Family Ties to Back to the Future to Secret of My Success, Light of Day, all the good, great stuff that he's such a great guy in. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox. I want to see Michael J. Fox tear some motherfuckers up. I want to see Michael J. Fox play a serial killer. I think he could.
Think he could?
Oh my gosh, I think totally he could. I like even more so now.
Yeah.
Because I saw him in an interview and they're talking about how he's so optimistic and upbeat and happy, even with all of the stuff that he's going through with his disease. And he's like, that's the person I am. If you can find the good, if you can find the happy out of no matter what in life, that's the reason to keep going. That's the reason to keep going on. He's so inspirational and such a a motivated, happy person. To see him play a fucking psychopath killer would be amazing.
It would be.
It would just be like you'd never. This is fucking Marty. This doesn't happen. But I want Alex P. Keaton. I want to see Alex P. Keaton kill people. That's like.
Oh my god! I don't know what your obsession with this is today, but okay. All right, and so that leads me to my number one. The number one actress that would be a great villain is this motherfucker.
Yes,
it's Dustin Bergman.
Yes,
I just feel like you've been trying to get James Gunn's attention. I feel like this is a great way to do
Let's
it.
do it.
Look,
Look at this.
Lex Luthor.
I would be.
Okay, like just make it happen, James. Give us a call, man.
I'm actually really good. John Papsadera, come on, buddy. Come on.
Let's
you
do it.
know me. Come on.
I'm just saying. Especially this top 5 has proven why
I have a little bit of a dark side. Okay.
Why
all right.
he's number one. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I totally want to play Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And if not Lex Luthor, just some sort of a psychotic bad guy.
Apparently.
Because I'm a really happy-go-lucky guy. I'm a really nice guy, but I want to fucking be a serial killer. Can I just play a serial killer?
Serial killer in a movie.
Of course.
Well, when you say we can clip that, I want to be a serial killer, and so optimistic about it. Like, oh my god,
a fake one, of course. Come on. Anybody who knows me knows I can't really hurt anybody, but I'd play one. I'd fucking kill it in a movie or on TV. I'm just telling you.
Oh my god.
Speaking of, is this even possible? The name of her fucking company is Hello Sunshine. So is it even possible? I don't even know if it's even could it happen? But I want to see Reese Witherspoon just tear it the fuck up.
It would be good.
I mean, she kind of played a badass bitchy girlfriend in American Psycho with Christian Bale, right? But I want to see it. I want to see her all in as a dark, twisted, you fucked with the wrong person kind of a bad guy. Reese Witherspoon, the murderer you never see coming. That you would never see that coming.
You wouldn't.
She's America's sweetheart until she slices you down the face with a knife. I don't know.
Okay, this has been a very enlightening segment. I'm glad that I'm not alone and that everyone out there can see this. Okay. Guys,
it said villain. It said villain.
It did.
I'm not the campy Batman villain. I'm all in. I'm Robin Williams, that photo where he's he works at a photo booth guy. I'm that guy villain. I want those type villains.
There's a difference between villain and murderer. There's two opposites.
Well, murderers are villains.
Yeah, but God. Oh, boy.
Next week's top 5 will be the top 5 serial killers.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my gosh, we should totally do a top 5 serial
people with
top 5 serial killers that have had movies or TV shows made about them. Ooh.
I feel like this is a very dangerous.
Who's your number one though? Right off the top, who do you think?
Someone who I've always been most interested in is John Wayne Gacy.
Really, mine would be Ted Bundy. So but see how we have already got them. We already know who our top 5s are. We know we've got 5 serial killers in us. We know we do.
Guys, be sure to let us know your top 5 actresses that you would like to see supervillains, or murderers, whatever the fuck. Let us know. Be sure to comment below in the YouTube comment section. Add us on Twitter. All the good things.
You see why you could get away with me as number 1? Because I'm not. I'm not. You can't list me as number 1 on your list and be in this room with me right now if you really thought I could kill you.
I mean, who said I wasn't scared right now? No one said that. No one freaking said that.